I'm just going to talk to you about how we've used forums at Trellis Primary. So I'm just going to take you to my class page in a moment. I currently teach Year 5 class, but we are using forums throughout the school for various purposes. The main focus for starting to use forums is obviously to develop collaborative work, also to promote the communication skills, and to engage with children and to try and put something on there that they wanted to really go on to. If I just show you some of the ways in which we've used them. The first forum we have is the How You Say forum. So the children can go on and basically tell me what they'd like to learn over the term, and then I make sure that some of those come in wherever they can. And the children bounce their ideas off one another in that way. The children then wanted the chat facility on the Moodle, and I was reluctant to put the chat facility that is available in Moodle, so we decided to use a forum as our chat tool. So all the children see each other's responses, and they basically talk to each other through the chat facility here. And this has been superb in getting the children onto the Moodle. Yes, what they're actually saying isn't wonderful. You know, they're talking as they want to talk, and they talk about what they did, and I just reason with my karate and so on. But it's getting the children on the Moodle in the first place, and once they're on there and they're hooked, they're going to go on to other things. And after putting this on, our Moodle hits increase dramatically. I have a homework forum on here also. What I was finding was that either the children weren't doing their homework because they were saying, I didn't know what to do, I couldn't do it, or the parents were saying, I couldn't help them, that's not how I did it in my days. So the homework forum was used then to ensure that if the children are taking their homework home, there's no excuses, they'll know exactly what to do. If they don't know what to do, the forum is here for them to log on to. Although I go on every night, I do give them a designated slot on a weekend where I'm actually online at that time. So last Sunday I was on from 11:30 till 4 for them. And basically, if they are stuck, they come on, they put a message on there and I respond to them. I also put a podcast on there as well, so there's an auditory message to them to tell them exactly what they need to do, and point them in certain directions on the Moodle in terms of activities that I'd like them to engage in. But the children use this very effectively. Initially, they started just helping one another. So they would send a message to one of their friends, what do I do this week in my homework, or where can I find my homework, and so on. And some of the children then asked, specifically for a sheet that they've had, a link or so on, just put the hyperlink in and they go directly to it. Or if they need specific guidance, I will just, for example, this one here, Gabriella, couldn't remember how to, I think she'd been away actually, she couldn't do her homework as linked on fractions, so just put a simple how-to guide on it. And if they can't understand it from there, they'll let me know, and I'll put a podcast on very quickly, give them verbal instructions to it. So this has been very, very popular, and the children go on and, as I said, help one another or direct their attention to me, and then I go on and support. Other ways in which we've used the forums then are linked to our work and the themes that we do, and particularly we're trying to drive the P4C's sort of inquiries and the discussions. So we're putting on key questions in forums for them to discuss and contribute to. So we've been working on myths and legends. So the forum is to consider whether children have to consider whether they thought that Pandora should have opened the box. So well, she wrote to open the box, and then they put their discussions on and bounce their ideas off one another. It's not just used within my class. We try to engage all the children in this type of communication tool and collaborative aspect. So the school council and legal committee and so on use it also. And if they want to say something about things that are going on in the school, how they want to improve, how they want to become greener and so on, they get the option there. And I basically, each time I use it, very often I just use a single, simple discussion. If anyone wants me to show you how to do that, you know, I can do that for you. But if you're aware of these, it's basically just trying to show you how the different ways in which we use one of the simple tools on the Moodle to really engage the children, develop their skills, and get our heads up as well.
Cheers.
And that's basically it. Unless you want me to actually show you how to set one up, then any questions?